Alright, today I've decided to break out my Pro Modeler mat that I purchased at the IPMS convention in Las Vegas last year. And this particular one is aircraft and stuff like that. And I thought it was a pretty neat little thing, and it will help protect my table, which I've sort of kind of beat up over the years. But in today's video, we're going to I'm going to reopen up my Ultimate 64 Elite, and I'm going to replace the LED strip. I'm going to hook up my user port interface, which is right here, and we're going to talk about the options that I had trying to figure out how I wanted to mount this user interface here, and we'll get started here momentarily. Before I take the case apart, I want to talk about the user interface port. This plugs in right here, and then the other side of the cable plugs in essentially right under here, under the glass, or under the acrylic. This kind of represents a problem. I would like to have this in here mounted permanently if I could. So we're going to take a look at what my options were and what I've decided to do. So one of the options was, I was thinking we could plug it in right here and mount it some kind of way inside, maybe elevated, and put it right here. But the problem I was running into with that is there's that leg for the keyboard, and it's just the right perfect length to make that difficult. The other option was maybe put it right here and then mount it in from the top, but then you would have to have screws on the top of the case, and I didn't want to do that. Wrapping around to the back of the unit, you could see there's really no space here. It's not really a good option to plug it right there. And basically you're really out of options coming around to this side here. Maybe there can be something on this side of the box. And not really being a hardware person, I couldn't come up with a good solution to permanently mount it in this Plexilaser case, to permanently mount that user port. My idea turns out that it should be fine. It looks like this cable will plug in, and there will be just enough room to squeeze underneath the cartridge port right there. And I did test it out, and you can still plug in a cartridge with the cable hanging through there. So that is what I've decided to do. Unfortunately, this cable plugs in right here, so the cable plugs here, and then I only need a cable that's about yay long. And for that, I went ahead and ordered a replacement cable on eBay, which was for the Raspberry Pi GPIO 26 pin. And you can see it's a much shorter cable, and I think it'll work great. And so I'll just plug it in where the user port goes, and then tuck it back in when I'm not using it. And I think that's the solution, the best solution for this Plexilaser case. And that's what I'm going to do now. All right, so the first thing I need to do is take apart the case. These are easy enough to move. And I've got to undo those screws too. Oops, got that screw in the keyboard. And we'll gently set the keyboard to the side and unplug the LED. Now with this, for my LED, I don't know if I'm gonna take this off. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna remove this strip right here and then put the new one on here. That's what my train of thought is. So here's the replacement little cable. Should be pretty simple, just plug it right in. Let me kind of zoom that in a little. Plug that in. And then when it's not in use, we slide it back. And I don't know if I'll need a Velcro or something to hold it. But that's my idea. This little cable here is 6 inches. It might be just a tad too long, but it's a lot shorter than the other one. Alright, the first thing I wanted to fix was on the instructions I missed that I'm supposed to put a little washer right there. Not a huge deal. Get that fixed. Okay. Next up is the LED strip, the new LED strip replacement, which I have right here. And as you can see, there's a adhesive tape on the back, so it should be a simple matter of fixing it here. Wow, but it's a little longer, so what do we do about that? It's a little longer than this thing. There we go. Remove that ugly tape. And then I'll just have to clean that off. I didn't notice that on the first time around. Very cool. Let's get all that muck off of there. And then also this cable is so long. I think I want it coming from this side so that I can plug it directly in right here. Yeah, and I think that's about right. So I'm just kind of... This little LED strip is really cool, but it's a little bit longer than what I was expecting. And then what I thought I would do is run this cable underneath this speaker. I'm just gonna pop that open, push that down. Pop the speaker thing back in, and then go ahead and plug in. I'm going to show where I'm plugging the LED in. See where it says LED strip? Let's see. And then the 5 volts from my research goes on the right. There. So just like that. There, and then this can go in this way. Okay. And then when I push it back, it can kind of go like that. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at it. Are we all good on all sides? Let's take a look. Oops, the middle looks good. Looks good. And the side. Okay. And then I just wanted to demonstrate that a cartridge will fit in here. And the user port is right there. Just to show, the user port will plug in just like that, and I can use it with any device I'm looking for. Like the only one I really use is this extender. So that should be good. The only issue with that ribbon cable right there is it's going to block some of the, it might block some of the LEDs. I don't know. I'm not exactly thrilled with that sticking up like that. That's what I did for the user port at least, and I'll have to check out the LEDs, see how they look. There we go. Anyway, there we go. Got the sticker on there. Let's go and turn it on for the first time. You'll notice that the LEDs are not on. You have to go into, hold on, you have to go into down here where it says LED strip settings. Let's go with fixed color. And there it is. Yeah, so the LED, the ribbon cable is blocking my colors a little bit. And so is the speaker. But I don't know, I'm gonna leave it the way it is for now. All right, let's experiment around with the LED strip settings. Let's go SID pulse. And let's try to play some SID files. Yeah, music, okay. Oh, that's cool. It kind of lights up the whole box. Ambient light all around it. LED strip settings. So these are the options: fixed color, SID pulse, SID scroll 1 and 2. Let's try that. So I don't know what that is. Play that same one. So that's SID scroll 1. And then if we do SID scroll 2, let's see what that is. Same song. So it's the opposite direction. So just play some random ones. This one's called C606. Hey, makes me want to get out on the dance floor. Pretty cool. I think I'll leave it on SID pulse. And I'm going to leave it at that for this video. Thanks for watching.